get a reset and get excited, literally. Whereas Order have said, well, if we just poke you from afar, how do you play the game? We've got stuns, we've got bombs, and if you do, by some miracle, manage to kill somebody, we've got a zillion ult, there's a revive, a second chance, and we're back in business once more. Which draft do you like more, I suppose?
I think the Zillion pick's actually super clutch. So I was originally going to say there's two things that I like about both compositions. One is that Gravitas have got the ease of execution, right? Nautilus can press ult. Set has the ultimate to get into the backline. They've got the Akali for the dive with the Viego. And the purpose is the resets for Viego. Suddenly the game shifts, and it's so easy for them to win team fights if they get that first kill, because if Viego reset, Jinx excited, wrap it up for a team fight.
Yeah, well, working with big rosters, very similar to working with a small roster. It's just, you've got more things going on. So
I think we got from Mac yesterday, right? The fact that we had a game with the Corki getting, what, plus 2,300 gold by the end of it. It's a pretty nice item, and this could be a pretty nice gank here, looking for first blood as Foreigner comes in. Flashes forward, does hit the stun, despite Kisei burning flash late. He doesn't fall on down, but he feels a fair bit of pain. Out goes the Chompers, there's the hook, there's the damage exhaust, and a bomb, the stun. As Puma tries to answer back with the fourth and final shot and just locks him in place.
Puma trades back onto the AD carry of Gravitas, but the difference between support health bars right now is too big.
Ooh, Vexpa, he's so keen, he's so hungry. Deadly Flourish goes wide, but they found the passive again, locked in place. And the trade is actually still working in favor of Gravitas, but Puma's answering back. Here. And they've bought enough time. Here comes Kevy. Foreigner is still running down the lane. Double flash to try and buy some time. He's got no money. He's flashed on forward, letting the 1-2-3 auto attack go across. Red buff's not enough. But the flash forward and the third shot will do it. So explosive in this bottom lane.
Yeah, Kevy gets there too fast, right? Nice damage. Flash just has to walk at you menacingly until he catches you. So Jace definitely gets a lot of value from phase rush in a game like this. And it's also going to be a triple tier stacking game, Skimmy. So from the side of Order, 3 tiers to be built, a lot of scaling to be had. The whole is a result of having 3 points for the movement speed in that E.
Yeah, you overlap that with the exhaust, you're very hard to move away from. There's the kick straight away. He's going to actually run back into the area for the Gomp. He's failed the flash. He has failed the flash, but there's the second with the ultimate to disengage away. He nearly died to the curtain call. Daejung on the flank has no ultimate. That was down from a fight prior. Vixbet flash across the wall, hits the passive, hits the hook. We're looking for Kisei. They've got a split focus here. Rusty, who are they going for? Going for Corporal. Now he's flashing across 1v3 and he finds it. The 5-point strike, it gets it done. But will the rest of his team fall around him? He comes from the enemy side jungle. Thomas Shen flashes on his head and says, please help me. And there's the Sonic Wave. There's the final shot. There's the double. Give him the triple. And this Jhin at 10 minutes is got the damage. And you have to wonder now, what can Gravitas do? Because there is the depth charge. The hook goes away. Doesn't connect with the target they're after. Both junglers are here. It's going to be a 3v3. They're looking for the execute on towards Foreigner. There is the slow onto the Nautilus. The kick away, which was a disengage more so. Kevy's looking to contest his crab. And a TP back to lane from Kisei. There's the fight now, looking for that 2v2. Biopemp is still in the area. Keep a tab with Tyron. He's not there. The ultimate away. And the shock blast no scope. He don't miss.
From downtown, Biopanther will find that one. Now it is a 0-2.
Here in the 1v2, the Jhin gets away with murder. Now Tyron 1v3 collapsed upon, gets slowed in place. Flashes bomb number 1. And Sonic Wave connects to the minion, but it doesn't matter. They're still hungry to clean. Oh, he's going to fall on down. He is. Okay, the Resurrect comes on through. Can Daejung salvage anything here? Double bomb. The stun is out, and he just cannot play the game.
No, he doesn't have any. Right, things that we have seen from them between games that have already been an improvement, something has to change. Here we go.
Depth charge goes out, locked in place there with the zap afterwards. Chrono Shift comes out nice and early, going to Gale Force in for the execute. Now 1v4 situation, flash away underneath the tower. Thomas Shen connects. Oh, baited by the Summoner Hill. He turns it around and gets the kill. Tran Proc is there. He's lived a little bit too long. He somehow defied death when it really should not have happened. He's found himself a double kill from the grave. Kevy comes in and plays Janitor like he did last night. And they are showing the class here, Order, because they get a kill in mid too.
Tyron walks mid to hold the wave as mid to Kevy to get there and clean up duty. Could have been so much worse, honestly, for Gravitas.
Well, they had to make a move, and you have to commend them for that, but unfortunately for them, Order have punished, and they've done it again as we come out of the replay and back to the action. 16 minutes in. It's 11 kills to 3. A dragon soon to spawn in the package. And
this could even be a second charge. Why go for the Dragon as a team when just a Lee Sin suffices and you can do this?
Looking for the fight once again, are they? Depth charge goes out nice and early, only onto Puma, but no follow-up. Now Foreigner looking for the stun, hits one. Corporal locked in his sight, they're really picking up scraps here, looking for a support. They're going to find it. Chrono Shift cannot be used. It was available, but the burst. Daejung finds it. Perfect execution. Now can they disengage away? Look at this range! Curtain call and a shock blast. And then there's a big one. And they all just drop like flies.
Yeah, the poke composition with this lead doesn't even need time to ramp up, doesn't even need to poke. It's actually just a after.
Well, both side lanes are hard pressed against them. Gravitas have decided the OS ARAM is what we're after. We know that the game plan here from Order is just to set themselves up, force some vision around one of these major objectives, do the dance, but they can set up first. I mean, how do Gravitas ever walk in without some fancy feats, some flashes, and some maneuvers of their own? I mean, there's another package. And Kisei alone is stepping up as a carry.
He's going to be able to body them all out. You can't Nautilus hook someone that has the package, right? Because you'll actually just end up on top of it taking damage and a Jace poke. The Dragon's free. Baron, you would say, is on the cards, but if I was the Order composition, I would be prioritizing throwing spells. Just pretend you're a monkey in a zoo and just fling at them constantly and
oh, it's just illegal. It is so illegal. Just out of range there, unless Tomashen pops it. And then there's that. You think you're safe, but you're so not. You burn a flash, a heal, and you're still not safe. You need more mobility in this game, Riot.
Basically,
because they can't run away from that one. 22 minutes on the clock. Order say we've had enough.
Settle.
Our comp was built to do this. Out comes the showstopper. A chance for some form of revenge. Can we get ourselves a kill? We got 4 so far. Can we find more? Nope, we cannot. It's a clean ace and another triple for that man on your screen in Puma.
2 easy kills.
What a phenomenal game for him.
Yeah, massive from Puma. 2 easy kills from Order. Poke composition online, Skimmy. It's just that easy.
It certainly is. It is our quickest game to date so far. Early on, 23 minutes, and Order have done it again.
You can't ask for more. Right, he's going to be the champion of choice. The LPL has been playing some talent. It does exist. Crazy amount of damage can come out of that champion. A lot of assassination threat now for the likes of Raze and the likes of Arthur on that Diana pre-Zonia's Alpha.
But I wanted the Talon and maybe a Yuumi, but we're going to get the Talon instead. It is the most played so far for Mayfun, so certainly a champion that he'll be well versed in and can look to try and cause some headaches here for Raze. But the Chief's going to answer back and say, we just have so much damage. Tapoon gets the answer, the 5th and the final pick. He can pick whatever he wants, and into that time, Kenshi says, Tryndamere.
Could be mid. Tally could still play the Trynd mid. That's the beauty of these picks right now, is it's so flexible for them.
Yeah.
The Renekton is the setup lane for the Diana ganks. The Tryndamere is more the sole point of pressure with just Diana hovering in terms of how they're going to influence it. But their team fighting is obviously going to be quite powerful when they put them both together. If you think back to yesterday's games with Pentanet.GG with this combo, they were just monstering with the amount of damage they put out at the get-go of a team fight, and the rest of it was just clean-up duty. Works really well with a Jhin composition. One trap that you can fall into with a Renekton and a Jhin is that you don't have damage in your comp overall. You know, there's some damage, but it could scale off and resistances could counter you. So the Diana comes in clutch as a sole AP, does an incredible amount of DPS by herself, and Tally provides a high damage split push threat in mid lane. Chief's comp makes a lot of sense, lots of cohesion there across the board.
I'm glad you raised the point about the flex for Tally in the mid lane, because the last time we actually saw him play this Tryndamere, it was against the Red Canids, right, at Worlds. That iconic full best-of-5 series to try and advance OS into the group stage of an international tournament. He finished that one 8-1-10, absolutely smurfing. New season and another chance to impress once again. Here are your lineups. Mammoth with a lot of their pocket picks. Keep tabs on those 2 particular champions. Here's one of them this time, Kench, as well as that Talon as to where they go, what they can achieve. And if they can try and hit those breakpoints nice and early on to try and drive some early momentum, cause Chiefs a few headaches, find themselves the opportunity to come into this game with a bang. Very early rotate here from Tapoon. He's pushed a wave in under no pressure whatsoever. There's no vision. Fury in trouble. He could just flash forward. This in slice and dice with the stun. And, well, that is first blood for the Chiefs.
It's really unfair, man. That's just rude.
Right. We have seen 3 of these members from top, mid, and bot work on a roster before, and that was of championship caliber. But
not going to let Arthur waste time.
Yes, and Arthur is, as you can see here, going to go for the Herald. There was a bit of an obscure fact I saw going around the Twitter sphere about itemization the other day, talking about why go for the HEXTECH alternator in the build path towards a rocket belt when you can get actual more raw AP in this avenue instead. Min-max decision making, but we see it here today. Will it be the difference for a team fight that is soon to break out? Herald down to 1k, close to smite range, after disengaging away, flashing 2, smite secure, can he pick it up? Can they pick it up? They've lost members already. It's a 1-for-1 so far. Support for jungle. Tally looking to try and jump in. Popping that Undying Rage at the very last moment. Looking to try and find that execute with crit. Really ramping up here, but he can't find the kill. He can't tap the Q and he can't get the health back. Won't burn the flash, but he utilized the ghost. Will the rest of the Bruiser Boy duo be enough? Oh, bated breath there as a hook went wide. A flash will now be, though, what will Typhoon decide to do with this Herald? He's asked for Arthur to rock up to this lane. The fixed skin is there. The shield has been consumed, but you can't mitigate that much. So much burst from Mayfarn and invite into the jungle, but the rest of Mammoth are looking to all put the pressure bot side.
It was a really early summon on that Herald, so this is going to be a fairly inefficient turret take in the end. It will still go down with this wave, so it's not a huge deal. Just runs a risk of perhaps they want to go all in for, unless Mammoth missed position. But it basically confirms that the Drake is being done. It confirms that a second charge can go off in top lane. Mayfarn about to walk into potential death.
Careful. Oh no! He's been absolutely played there by the safety of what could have been vision. X-Flash comes across, and as he jumps across the wall, he's met by a depth charge.
Yeah, just gets put to sleep, and unfortunately we talk about it, we've cursed him.
Under this turret as that wave crashes in. Another wave in mid, also doing the exact same. Typhoon already popping that dominance nice and early, looking to try and slice on Dice in. A flash away from Voice, has the red and white, but it's not enough when you're just far behind, burning both summoners, but not burning anyone. Oh, here comes Typhoon, saying you're being greedy for it. Unleashed portal is available as the TP comes on through. And up rocks the TK. But he's realised, I'm surrounded by far too many members. Out comes the Devour. Bear in mind, this is not 12.2, so there isn't an extra boost of movement speed just yet. So he is still lagging behind and falling on down. Can Ray survive? He cannot. It's a consolation prize, and that is a huge shutdown. A double kill fan hit from Dragcoop. It's the Chiefs all the same. Not ideal for who it goes to, but they won't mind. They're hunting for the ace. They are hunting for that ace, and there it is.
Yeah, meanwhile, respectable.
I tell you what, that's Oz Post. I want that guy delivering my parcels because I'm always home, but I always seem to miss them. Anyway, let's go for this team fight here. Tally jumps them through, instantly exhausted. Out comes the Undying Rage. Has a ghost active and a flash, but he's all in. He commits, but he falls on down. It's Corky that picks it up. Nice for the Corky on the left-hand side. And Arthur's ready. Ready and waiting to take this Baron. Brings the rest of his team with him. They might just look to two-man this as the rest of Chiefs play bodyguards, staunching out their opponents. And by the Typhoon, or by the time I should say Typhoon rocks up here, it's a guarantee.
Yeah, Blue Trinket spots it at what, 3,000 health.
Then this look towards bot side, and you got a very angry Crocodile that snowballed out of control very early on. Draku said enough. It won't be Leona, but this result will in fact be far better. Baits up the wild growth from Rocco. Wasn't taking any chances with that one. And Arthur goes in for the two-man moonfall. Oh, they just stepped out of range. And that's a nice little stasis. Baits out what could have been a Moonlight Vigil to take him on down. He's going to be able to try and survive in this situation. No. Falls on down. It is Corky that picks up that kill once again. What can the Chiefs do to try and close out this game? But more importantly, what can Mammoth do to prevent their base from falling on down? One hip's already gone. Minions are pushing a top side as well. 3 down bot 2. Minions are acting as that 6th member here for the Chiefs. And they'll say a 1-for-1, that's enough for us.
Yeah, it's also going to be turrets broken, the mid lane inhibitor gone. Dragku stops to hit the Hex Gate, just real killed. As long as Chiefs don't get a shot at all 3 of them, because that's when it becomes impossible to hold. And the mid lane inhibitor is, in theory, the easiest inhib to hold. In saying that, if the
rest of the team with no Baron buff doesn't really matter at this stage. We'll open up that 3rd and final one. The hook, nice flash away. It's going to fall on down all the same. And tutorial-style gameplay seems to be the aim of this game. What can Mammoth do in a last-ditch effort?
It's tutorial victories and an impatient Arthur. Just keep your eyes on this Dida because he is looking. He's absolutely hunting for the engage angles. One good engage lands.
Draku jumps in, hits the depth charge straight onto the AD carry. What can they do to try and follow things up from that one? Coldmeat goes out nice and early. Raze finds that first kill. They take out the Tahm Kench. Undying Rage once again, cycling out, getting the health back, and not needing to burn the flash. Working their way onto the Nexus itself and putting in a little bit of damage, tickling those turrets, but more so waiting for these next minion waves to come on through. They need those empowered supers. That's what they're waiting for, and that's what they're not finding. A big one connects, and they lose their support. They lose to Poon too. The voice will fall on down for it. He got the shutdown goal, but he can't utilize it for 40 seconds.
And Raze is completely untouched. Fury trying to do this by himself. Tally no ultimate means that the Tryndamere can't get involved, but just not enough gas in the tank, you wouldn't say, for the mid laner of Mammoth.
Here come the supers. There's the delayed ace. You're respawning. It does not matter. In come the game win conditions. And at 26 minutes, Chiefs go 2-0.
Tally with a cheeky spy was to choose. But the Ornn blind opens the floor here for Zoranus. Pick whatever you would like, mate. The matchup is effectively going to be free. And so
That's
they
gone
go
for the
for the
Camille.
carry.
Yep, gives them that potential, right, not to be too reliant on finding that pick. Obviously, that is a primary avenue for them, but some split push potential, also to match some of the items scaling that Ornn is looking to provide, right? 2 to 3 item breakpoint for that Camille can be an absolute menace, give you a bit of a headache, and especially punish you when those teleports aren't available. What do you think as a whole, I suppose? Because, I mean, I look at Kanga, as you say, it is on brand for Chungi. He was known for playing a lot of utility last year. And this was a pocket pick that came out in those scenarios where it could be a case of you can be annoying, but I can be just a tad more.
Yeah, I mean, listen, if we're going to compare compositions from Kanga between yesterday and today, this is miles ahead. All right?
Yeah.
This is such a vast improvement in my mind from compositional strength. They did double down a little bit with a pick type of composition, but Malzahar's more diverse. Level 6, right? It is an ultimate, it is a pick. Beyond that, you know, you get the full items, you get multiple rotations of a Q-off. You're still a team fight control mage, in a sense, and Lived rounds it out with team fight long distance engage. Direwolves on the other side have a pretty strong 4-man unit with a Zoe and a Jhin on the same map. Good bodying and control from a Shintao and a Leona. And then Camille can play for team fights, can play for split push, is more flexible in the itemization choices in that top lane, where you know what an Ornn is going to provide. I like the Direwolves composition, but I do feel, once again, that if Kanga gets an early lead, their comp can kind of run away with it, right? Because a behind team being forced into a QSS tax is devastating.
Certainly is. Delays the inevitable, right? If you're looking to try and play ahead and be annoying and have all this damage from afar that looks to try and one-shot somebody, how are you going to find that when you've got to invest all that extra gold into that item just to even be able to play the game? It's going to be interesting to see what we can see from the bot lane of Kanga, especially as you already highlighted. It wasn't the best opening day for them, but a very strong pairing for them to play from. And certainly could be one for the all-in, not opting for the ignite in this matchup. Going for the flash instead, but now turn your attention to bot lane. Oh! Cleanse into Lancet. Oh no, he's done it. Good always flashed forward for. I don't think it was necessary.
No,
Woodall
it was
picks
not.
it up with the ignite, but hey, it looks cool.
He was securing
What's this for him?
Gromp is not theirs. They can take the blue buff, they've earned it, but the Gromp is not theirs.
Uh-oh. Look at Chungi, freeway collapse, he's in trouble, passive is gone, there's the paddle started to flash away, deadly flourish, good sidestep, never grasp on the turret, Kyosei, he's too good. Kyosei
It was a good response from Chunga to use the ult, but numbers were there, Zoranus top.
Nice one there from Zoranus, hook shot to try and disengage away from that one, now to flash, the passive comes through, bit of extra mitigation. HEXTECH ultimatum to try and buffer an iframe, but
Respond to.
wasn't much needed kill as well, bear in mind. Liv was down about 20 CS at the time, so that's going to try and help even out the odds here. And they did burn literally everything that the Camille has to offer. So down all the summoners. Same could be said for Liv to facilitate that play. And whilst they started off the Herald, they won't be able to finish it. That goes
Why
into
that
the
gank top lane was so crucial from the side of Kanga. Mid lane, unfortunately, is just going to be behind. And bot lane, Jhin very self-sufficient with minimal resources compared to that of the Jinx that wants to mythic as soon as possible.
It's not done yet.
Oh, that dash forwards.
Uh-oh, he's locked in place. Only cancels his base, comes in as he hit the stun. I think he missed it. The Heartbreaker comes out. There's the reset now. He is the Camille. The flash away from the Crescent's guard, and it disengages away from
just a big fan of what they have put together overall, but Direwolves commanding the map really in comparison.
Certainly are. They've been the first on the map to try and steal things away. A little bit late to put up
Bottom, it's hard to say that they're going to actively contest this Herald yet. That is junglers.
Only looking for it. A blast cone is there if they ever so need it. Doesn't have to burn the flash just yet. Ornalt comes out, knocks up one. Straight into Zrenis. He flashed out. He can now dash back on in. Looking for it. Chungy flashing more than the never grasp. You can hit the HEXTECH ultimatum, but you're not escaping. A flash away. Oh, Super Mega Death Rocket does not connect. From downtown in the bot lane, it could have been huge, but only he's the one getting huge now. He's found himself a double. And he won't find much more.
You can see, I think the hookshot just... Something went wrong there. It was fishy.
Something else could be going wrong here in a second because all the shots of the curtain calls come on through. Second chance at winning a team fight. Worth noting that the only teleport available right now is Lift. He holds all the marbles. That's why he's in top lane, but is not matched by Zredes. He's grouped up for the 5-man squad. The emphasis is, we need this Dre. Oh no, only some trouble. Is the TP going to come on through? It's not. They've left him. A lamb to slaughter. They found their pick, and a crucial one at that.
Yeah, they get exactly what they're after, right? They get a pick, but it's also onto the jungler. It is one of the stronger points of Kanga as well in Only. It means the resets are gone. The team fight threat really doesn't exist. You've got a cheeky Q here from a Malzahar and a Comet, but it's just not.
Direwolves can just walk their way into the jungle, and Only's going to be spotted in a second. He's in trouble. Hits the unstoppable clips, gets stunned, gets hit, just out of range of that fourth and final shot. The box goes down, but as a paddle star utilizing terrain effectively, so much range, but it still goes against him. Camille falls on down. Here rocks up Lift. The Ornhorn comes on through, negated there by the stasis. Stopwatch utilized, but the brittle charge comes across. Headbutt knocked up and exhausted too. Good paddle star. Liv can't find the execute. Bulldog also going golden. Multiple members of Direwolves fragile, blinking health bars, and soon to fall on down. Kanga, target selection is messy, but they're putting the damage, and they're soon to secure all these kills. Just the rot damage of this Malzahar, bouncing between these targets and taking out 4.
Yeah, look, we said we were going to get messy skirmishes. We said we were going to get a tax check. We're 20 minutes in. It's not expected just yet. It could be, but no one feeling super threatened. There's so much. Oh, hang on.
Oh, that's nice. The portal comes on through. He says, you can't do that for free. Not on our face. Absolutely not. The solar flare now goes on to 1, but the rest of the Direwolves don't decide that that's the fight that they're after. There is a dragon spawning in 25 seconds. It was a risk, an opportunity, but a cost they weren't willing to pay.
Yeah, but it's also now Malzahar without an ultimate at the objectives. Zoe basically unleashed, fights on again.
Liv finds the stun, headbutt into the wall, on towards that Leona, down to 50%, locked in place there, but a stasis! Only gets the first kill, knocks up the second, and the zap confirms that Lemus is getting excited. Those two in particular are having their fun. The Herald started it, and now to secure it. All the adders are gone here for Direwolves.
And they finally find the fight that they were really after. That bubble could be quite big, actually. Nice stopwatch.
Got the moves.
Ooh, that could have been a kill. Yeah, he's got some fancy feet there, doesn't he? Close to dying with the from here on.
Okay.
Yeah, I was just thinking about it. Jin definitely has doms.
Oh, okay. Spell Thief flash, but not the real flash. He couldn't double flash.
For Direwolves, it can't be a split push anymore. Camille's too far behind. It's an engage.
Here we go. It looked like the first real move here to retaliate back from the Direwolves. They find the Solar Flare. Curtain Call is cut short. Import TP from Liv. Hits the stun on 1. Gets drowsy, but is able to hit R2. And that will be it. The fight fizzles out in mid lane.
If that fizzles into nothing, that is really good for Direwolves, because that was a teleport from top lane. We'll see what it becomes, because Kanga, obviously, with their top laner here, are very content taking the 5v5. Zoranus is going to walk bot lane, so Kanga's response is to force the teleport now as a trade, at the very least, by hitting this barrier.
Got to be careful here, Kiyose. He held his restraint to not go in on that play, because a death sentence was lined up to take him down. The Baron is still being leashed down to 4k, but a flash on forward and look to try and lock on this target. Bulldog was the recipient of the Nevergrass. In comes Good and looking to try and do whatever he can, but he's left to the Wolves. He's on his own. He flashes on out. They find that kill, though. They take out Liv. The fridge is empty. It's been unplugged. It's been taken down.
There's food shortages. Direwolves will be able to find the pick, and they'll actually stop the advance, right? They'll stop the onslaught that was coming out slowly and methodically from Kanga. A little bit of indecision with that Baron as well, because it was at 4k health, it was super close to a finish angle. They changed their minds. They really wanted the turn, not the finish. And then indecision hurts. A flash Malzahn on a Leona is not it. Teleports come in.
Yeah, BCP back to this one. What can they find? Solar Flare is available. Here it goes. It doesn't go wide. Oh, they blocked the rocket. It's not going to be stolen today. The Baron is picked up by Zoe of all people. A flay back from Guru, who has no flash. He's going to die. How many of these Baron buffs can they continue to keep on? Chungy gets a double kill. And in the end, it's only going to be a few members that will retain this.
Yeah, but they get the Baron, right? So once again, the win condition of this Direwolves composition is so difficult to execute.
By Frost. And we find ourselves in another situation where another fight will have to take place, because this time a soul point is up for grabs.
But this game was one fight away from done in favor of KNG, and now we're staring at a Baron buff Direwolves and a chance.
Well, they want to remove the 3 that do still remain. The rocket goes out. Oh no. Only's in trouble, tries to iframe it, manages to disengage away. He's baited enough! He's baited Direwolves in! They find that kill zone. It's now 0-6, not a game for him, but Guru goes golden. And as he comes out, he falls on down all the same. Limas is excited, but it's starting to calm down. But Izzy, Liv headbutts in! They find another. 2 Baron buffs are there. 1 taken down. The Direwolves are having their base taken down.
Yeah, and look, the chance just gets squashed immediately. Baron buff gone. Once again, the Ornn 1v9 angle is definitely there. Stand in front of the Jinx and look what happens.
Well, they found their prize, isn't it? They've taken out the inhibitor with that success.
Reanimation. No idea how that interacts with Viego. We'll be curious to see it. What actually happens if you kill someone and then you turn into someone else, but you're in on the heartbeat. But I do still feel like that's their only win con.
Oh, that's a max range, never grasp. You use the portal, you disrespect me. This is why the Malzahn was drafted. A flash away! The Bulldog still gets hit! Is he going to fall on down? There's Solar Flare! He's living. How on earth is he living? He gets out scot-free and back in the fountain, and no one has died.
He clutches up with the locket there as well, just barely keeping himself alive. Heal used by the way. 0 buyers.
Oh no, Zerenis. It's a 3-way collapse. Where are you going to go this time? An early flash. He can't sidestep the zap, but he can a death sentence. But he has been sentenced to death.
Yeah, he's just done for. I mean, they pick on the wound effectively here from KNG. They have to go bottom. It's obvious that they will. But that was the one lane that Zoran has had going his way, right? That was the one place, and his window was gone. He doesn't need to be there when he falls down, but he does fall, and now it's a 4v5. Not looking like there is even a small chance of preventing this one if KNG play it correctly.
2 waves of super minions about to flood the base through mid and top. Pressure that Direwolves will have to deal with, but it's going to be easier said than done. KNG, the map belongs to them right now. They can sit, they can dance, they can watch the base cripple and fall on down.
Here comes the
Here we go. On towards the Nexus. 1 turret gone. All of the Forge Gold is utilised nice and early, but to no real effect. The fight isn't about to break out. Glacial Augment on the hook. You're locked in place. Couple that with an Evergrass once again, and that is a dead Leona. Now, can we find any more? Can we find that GG condition? Another hook from Lionel. He is Messi. He is the GOAT. He says you can be bull gods, but I can land hooks too. And just like that, KNG get their first victory off the split.
And it was a good victory.
France last year, he was spamming that and Alistair a fair bit. So something unique to himself. He knows that that fresh is going to be banned away a whole bunch. And MPs say it could have been spicy, but it will instead be a little bit stale.
There was such a Riven angle there, Skimmy. There really was a Riven angle for TN.
Surely.
A carry champion, listen, it was on the cards. They've chosen to go for the Gragas. I think they've just said to themselves, and it makes sense, right, as a draft overall. Jinx Corki is your bot laner and your mid laner. You're probably not going to play towards top. You're probably going to play towards the cards that you've been dealt as the carries that you've chosen. Jinx and Corki are insane, right? Lulu's an enchanter that's designed to keep them alive. So now you've got a Lee Sin and a Gragas, whose purpose by design as their composition now for Peace is disengage, right? They've got pick potential with the cast with the Lee Sin kick, But primarily as fights start to break out, they're able to kick carries away or cast carries away, and a Jinx and a Corki will start to outrange.
Yep.
Very similar to, I believe it was the Chiefs game from yesterday, as a response, right? So it's a slow bleed out, hit the correct poke, look for objectives with these champions with packages. For PGG, it's aggressive, skirmish-focused League of Legends with an incredibly dangerous early game across the board.
And I think you've hit the nail on the head, really, for Peace, right? You've got 4 big main threat carries that are coming towards you. Just disengage, buy time, hit that all-elusive level 16 when it's pretty much GG. You talk about scaling, and that is one that might just, in fact, be better than the Kale. He's popping towards the top side. In goes Rogue, looking to dismount, locking him in place. And force Praetor to get exhausted here, looking for that 4th and final shot, holds his tongue and holds his nerve, going to utilize it on Cheon, who wasn't the one that slows. The execute damage isn't there, sidesteps that. The zap will not connect, but a flash has to be burnt.
Yeah, well, the return on investment test.
Level 3 though. Volkan will be spotted out. Oh. And a flash forward happens to try and crash down and lock down a key member.
He might try and steal it.
Has flash. Easy gonna go for this one right now. Into Cougar. Smite stolen! That's theirs. PGG get the first Drake in this exchange. The ult comes out from Yuri, misses everybody. Beautiful sidestep here from Peace. But does it really matter? They've got a Drake and they've got a first blood. Volkan's not content just yet though, Rusty. So much so that an exhaust has to be shown his way.
And they're able to get out really with just the kill. Yuri going to have a trade with Appy in mid lane also. Corki not exactly the most comfortable trader into a...
Himself into the river, the guaranteed that top crab. But it is PGG that start things off here. They've got the control ward in the pit.
That's a level 4 rel, and that's a Corki with a package. You've got to be so careful.
Oh, for sure. For sure. But I think we asked the question, right, given the fact that, you know, the bot lane, well, those 2 all-ins that we've seen bot lane haven't truly worked out.
Jinx is here now.
Would he just roam? He's going to go for it. Balkan picks it up. Yuri left to his own. His fate was sealed. He will fall on down. Now Winter pops the Dominus looking for the fight right here. Jumps on through, finds the stun target and takes them down. Appy is dead and Praetor secures it.
Yeah, I mean, that curtain call just proves to be a little bit too much. You've also got the...
through, that is the question.
Oh, the ultimate.
I'm actually going to look for the dive. 1 turret shot taken. It's just a little bit too easy. The cast coming out a little bit too late. I don't know if he was going to survive anyway. Too much burn in that prior exchange. And that's a big swing in favor here for Winterer.
Yeah, listen, it's not a fun time to play against Renekton in Italy in any sense of it. It's, I mean, an AP jungler, or at least it's the exact same. Renekton just provides a little bit too much, and you could see the trade-off is just going to be a Drake on the opposite side.
Fashion, whether that be a rotate, a prevented gank, which could be on the cards here.
Yeah, so it's a waste, right? Like, it saves him from a gank, but he's positioned aggressively just because he has the package. All that got him was mid for an extra 3 CS.
Hang on a minute here. Jayon in trouble. Beats can just play goalkeeper and shield him from all that pain. Lisa's in the area as well. If anything were to go crazy, might be the case, because PGG are mounting their own kind of aggression. Willing to take any risk at this stage. No need to.
I mean, geez, that's a free way to do it, huh?
Oh, no.
Oh, no, he's missed it.
Oh, no. 2 negatives cancel to make a positive? Or is it a triple? Oh, no. Here we go.
Oh, that was a freebie.
Oh, that hurts.
But again, I guess we did mention this at the last Drake. It is only the 2nd of the game by securing this one. 2-0 in Italy, though. And Praetor not 0 and 3 definitely has a lot of damage to put out in this game. Fight for the blue buff certainly possible.
Oh, can't secure it. That's his. In comes the TP deep and keen to find a fight. Which is what they really, really need. But how much do they lose in the meantime? Great Gale Force away to prevent the insect. Rogue might be the one that falls on down for it, locks them in place. Praetor for bats at that 4th and final shot, but just getting right-clicked and zapped and ultied.
And Winter at half health as well. Chaeyoung goes huge. The kick from Lisa is massive. Teleports are coming in from Tian as well. Baron is the play for Peace. And you think it starts off well with Balkan making the picks, right, getting Tian low. They forced a flash from the Graggers. Flash back to mid lane. Suddenly it's Peace doing the exact same thing.
Here we go.
The old mate Mark Lewis. finds the angle to get picked off. Belkan looking for a steal, but it's so easy to body him out.
Such a delicate balance now, isn't it, Rusty? 2k gold lead, soon to be free. It's getting closer and closer to Peace, buying enough time to try and get this game. If they can get this Baron, that slows down the tempo. Failed seed onto a random Jinx. Yuri looking for the one shot. Oh no! He didn't have it.
Doesn't
The
have a
unbound
guy.
soul. The unbound soul, the rip back damage was not enough.
Yeah, it's a competitive Yone. It's a teleport Yone.
Yeah, I think Frostgen's a little bit different. I think he's playing TFT. He's turned into an assassin rather than an AD carry. Oh, explosive cast goes out, but more so a helping hand to help him disengage. Yeah.
And it is a case of one more mistake from PGG, the game could end. So they have to step up to the plate pretty big here if they want to win on the back foot.
Peace for the first time this game. Take the gold leads. Ultimate. It's just a parting on the C there. Goes right down the middle. And no harm, no foul. Trying a fair bit of map
Side
pressure.
of the map, probably placing a ward for a Yone teleport. I think that's the play.
No one here to back him up. There's a TP coming in from PGG to make this an unfair fight, make it a 3v1. There's a deep teleport to now back him up. There's Switian's running too. He has the flash. Doesn't need to burn it. Burn the explosive cast. In comes the package. The Super Mega Death Rocket comes in the middle of the top river. Big fight, breaking them all together as the rail locks them in place for the AoE clapback. Can Yuri do anything? He has no ultimate. He's been exhausted. He's gone. PGG are running. Lisa's found a double. He's going to confirm a triple in just a second. I guarantee. Forget about the minion wave. You can swing that axe around, but Winter is surely going to fall on down. No. The dice at the end, and they're disengaged too, but Peace, the resilience to bring it to 27 minutes, and game plan online.
David, listen, Appy and Tiana clean.
Say in the interview, but you can't deliver in the game right yet. Baron is here. And at this rate, you can see why this Corki is to be fed. He might just two-tap Rogue. Rogue is out the fight. He's their biggest initiate. They need him for the Magna Storm. He's going to go in and look for it now. Lock them all in place. They're all joined together. The fight breaks out. And what can PGG find? It's a one-point trade so far. Lisa's still living, but Balkan is so down low and he's gone. There's no smite still on the cards. Forget the Baron. It's the dance. But all they wanted was the team fight. And now they are getting excited. And for good reason, too. They found 3 crucial picks to run this one down and have 30 seconds to decide, can we end?
Yeah, I mean, Lisa's also got beats on this Lulu to shield him as he tanks the turret. There is a single cannon, so they have to get in here and physically tank it themselves. Inhibitor is a certainty. 3 people alive means it's not going to be the game end. They will just do the safe thing and disengage. Baron's still well and truly on the cards. MVP is that cannon minion right there. Oh, that was close to not being it. It was me. I was the one. However, it's so strong.
Yeah, and it's a smart from Peace, right? They're not allowing PGG to have the freedom just to buy things out. The package, more a threat than anything. But the Baron is secured here at 32 minutes into the game. Winterer could not split push. He burnt
Jin is literally top lane right now. There's no reason to come and hit the dragon. Just push bottom. You have red side jungle control if you staunch it right now.
It's gone. Rocket misses. But the damage has been felt in very different ways. The base is crumbling.
Okay, that's half health on a Jinx. You can look at the Rel on the angle. He wants the deepest flank, flash in hand.
Yep.
It's desperate if they go, but what choice do you have? They're grouped.
Looking for it, Rogue. Flash, Magna Storm, cast hits nothing. Here they go, looking for it. The biggest fate sealed. Yuri dies. He's got the GA though. Has he done enough to salvage this fight? Look at all the resurrections. Look at all the chances to try and reset this fight with a 10-point PGG. The shutdown, all importantly, once again, Yuri is a beast.
Jeez, Yuri comes up so large. You can't undervalue the damage Belkan did in that fight as well. The earlier Peace get to pushing in, the more flank angles that are provided to them. Belkan is caught. There's a teleport.
Belkan, instant teleport as you say, but he's gone. They have no Nidalee. Down for 50 seconds. Rogue goes golden as well. Winter a 1v4. Where's the backup? Sterks is pot. Look how chilling he's getting with the Gore Drinker. But not enough to survive all that pressure. Yuri goes in once again. But he can't replicate the montage like last time. Jinx is broken. The arcane buff is really truly online. Trying to mirror that of the pain and punishment that this Corki can deliver. And that is a triple.
And there's only 2 minions here. so they're not going to be able to push right now. Chanyakati really wanted to. Tian's recall gets stopped, so no teleport to come in from him, but it's the next wave where Peace is saying we're going to end the game. There's a bloody Corky package.
Oh no.
Best of luck to Rogue and Praetors. They're going to need a miracle. They want to even stay alive. Nearly in 5 seconds is your only hope to do something, but it should just be game. We'll see.
It's a bot lane in a trade. Flash, body slam, cast, Praetors served on a silver platter. You're going to come out from the golden stasis, but you're going to be presented with a grey screen. Balkan respawns, but he dies all the same. And Peace, in their first outing, take down PGG.
And a huge win from Peace at that. It was calm.